What's up, guys? My name's Cam.
And my name is Joel, and welcome to another episode of Sports from the Gutter, where we're talking sports stuff.
Are we talking sports stuff today?
We're not really talking sports stuff today. We're talking more gossipy kind of sports stuff.
All right. What are we talking today?
We are talking about whether or not college players should stick with their, how should we phrase this? Their college girlfriends. Let's just say college girlfriends.
So what's your example?
Well, the biggest one right now is, of course, Lonzo and his girl.
True.
Yes.
True. Does he stay with his girl? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, should he stay with his girl
Going into the NBA.
Right.
Should he be fooling around? Do you think he's fooling around?
So what would I do, or what do I think? I'm not gonna say what I do. I'm not getting exposed. But I mean, honestly, the morally correct thing to do would be, of course, stick it out with his girl.
Yeah.
That whole love story, that whole J. Cole. Stay with your girl through the thick and thin of it. That whole Conor McGregor, kind of thing. Even though I'm pretty sure he didn't have a thick of it. Honestly, he grew up in the hills.
J. Cole.
No.
Oh, Alonzo. Yeah.
So I mean, it's not that kind of.
There's not like there's been like those down times or anything like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of always been up for him. So in that aspect, she might as well just stay with him, because even though he's gonna be making lots, millions. Kind of thing, potentially multi-millionaire. If
definitely, for sure. Yeah,
definitely. But if I'm Lonzo, seeing that much money, the amount of attention he's about to get,
he's going to get crazy attention. His acne is going to start clearing up pretty soon, so he's going to start looking more decent.
Fix his teeth.
Yeah.
Get it back. I don't even know.
I don't know either. I was like, I didn't know his teeth were messed up.
Probably not.
But you're Lonzo Ball. You're the face of the Lakers right now.
Yeah, man.
Like, just imagine the amount of tail that's being thrown at him.
Just being in the NBA period just gets some clout.
You're all
and
set.
then imagine being the face of the Los Angeles
He's literally
Lakers.
one of the most popular players in the league, and he hasn't even played a game yet.
Exactly. It's crazy. So the amount of you can literally with that amount of clout, you can literally you can just get with your childhood fantasy with him. You can literally give it anybody wants. And just having that thought, me being in his shoes, they're too expensive for me, but literally, if I was in his spot, I would lose my mind, because
that would be the first thing that would come to my head. Like, oh my god, I can get with that person from this movie, kind of thing. Like, there's a good chance. His girl looks pretty good too. His girl looks pretty good.
I actually haven't seen her. I mean,
really?
I have seen her. I have seen pictures of her, but not enough for me to actually just remember her face.
Yeah, no, she looks pretty good. She does look pretty good. Leangelo's girl, or Leangelo.
Leangelo, the middle one. Yep.
His girl looks really good also. I think she looks actually a little bit better. But it's the whole thing. It's for her though. They're kind of setting her up to at least have a decent career afterwards.
Yeah, because Lonzo's girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah, and she's getting the exposure. Yeah, she's on the reality show. That means dudes are probably already following her on Instagram by the dozen.
Oh, yeah. And before even that, they were probably following her by the dozen. So you can imagine now. She's probably looking at the 300,000
probably.
followers.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that sounds about
depending
right.
on how good she looks, honestly. But it sounds
most of the time, though, there's guys that just, they'll follow for a girl if she just looks okay kind of thing. So, you can get away with a lot. So, they're kind of setting her up to be okay afterwards, in a way. She can get those Instagram ads going. And I'm pretty sure, I think she's actually a smart girl also. It's not we're,
she's
making
just
her...
using Lonzo.
Yeah, because I think they've been together before, I think once freshman year started or something like that. I think they were in high school together.
Oh, high school. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, honestly. So, that, in that case, then...
So, people were trying to make it justifiable that she actually wasn't gold digger. It was just, she actually did like the dude, stuff like that.
Even he was a phenom even his freshman year in high school.
Yeah, but come on, what girl doesn't want to go off out the best athlete in school? It's just your typical sitcom trope.
So that in that case, maybe she was, she thought maybe this guy might go to the NBA. Hey, what's up?
I don't think that was their first thought, but probably when they're with her friends, girl, he gonna be a ball player, and then she's like, girl, stop. That's Lonzo. That's my boot. And then she's like, you are right, though. You are right.
Hey, guess what? He's one of the most famous basketball players right now. So.
Yeah. So it all works out at the end. But, yeah, I don't know.
If she doesn't take advantage of this whole, potential great marketing for her, she definitely can, fully, like you were saying, like, the ads. She can promote some products and something like that.
Yeah, her little fit tees and all that stuff
exactly,
like that.
Her whole slut walks.
She can write a book.
Hey, she can write a book. What are some other things? What are some
being bounced
cliches?
by the ball?
Should laugh at that.
Something like that. That would work. Something wrong with that. Being bounced like a ball. Being bounced to the sidelines, or I don't know, something about it.
She's definitely trying to get that last name. She wants the ring.
Yeah.
At this point, if they've been together like 6 years, if I'm her, I want that ring right now. Like,
yeah, definitely.
If I don't get the ring like within this next year, it's looking bad for her because
she like each year that passes, she's like, each year that passes, she's in a better position, I would say, because that
they're not married.
Yeah. Well, like, like can't obviously go to like when they're like 30 or something. But like say if she's still in the game at 25, that's a good look. Because it's like, okay, that means he's keeping around right now. He's probably getting his little side thing maybe. But the fact that he's keeping around, that means that he's probably going to put a ring on my finger. You know what I'm saying?
Does she have to be okay with that? Like, does he have his little side? You just brush it off like it's
that's
a normal
another topic. It's like, would you be okay with it? Like you're in a multi-million-dollar mansion.
Let's switch the situation around.
Yeah.
So you get with, say, Sharapova, like when she's coming up.
Nice one.
Maria Sharapova, right?
Yes.
So you get Maria Sharapova. I don't know why. I just tried to think of like your type, and she popped in my head.
I'm not like crazy about it, but she's
in her prime.
Really,
she was very, very, very good.
Very
she had
attractive.
a whole drug thing, but so you're with Maria Sharapova in high school in whatever country she lives in, and you're in this country, and you start dating her freshman year of high school, and she's potentially going to be one of the biggest tennis players in the world. So she ends up being this, what she has at one point. Still not Serena, but she gets to this point in her career when she's like amazing, and you're with her, and she see now you can't propose. Wait, she can't propose to you.
That happens sometimes.
It could happen.
Yeah, she seems like a strong woman that would do it her way.
You try to propose to her, and she said, "We have to wait." And she has a side thing. Are you okay with this, Joel?
I guess for a man, you feel emasculated.
Yeah, exactly. She has to have some big. It's got to be some like some huge guy.
Yeah. For like a man, I guess you'd feel emasculated if it was the other way around, and your girl's like doing her thing, cheating on you.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know. I guess we can look at other NBA players who have their girls, and you can kind of see
Kobe.
Yeah, exactly. The type of women that they'll stick by their man, but at the end of the day, it's because they're sticking by that money. That's really what it comes down to.
Do you think that was literally Kobe's situation? Like, do you think Vanessa stuck around, had the second?
Did they have kids
third
yet?
Kid? Yeah, just had their third.
No, I'm saying, did they have kids when the whole thing happened?
Yeah. Oh, did they have the first daughter yet? Yeah, she's like 11 now, so I would assume so. Well, Kobe has had a long career.
Because that was early in his career too.
Yeah, it's true. He might not have actually.
Because I think he was like 24 or something like that.
Yeah, he was still young. Like it was enough. It was around the time where they were using that as his excuse, like he's a young guy kind of thing. Yeah. Let this one slide. So I mean, it could. Who knows? Actually, who knows? I mean, she stuck around. Was it for the money? Most likely. Mm-hmm. Didn't have kids yet. Where were you going with that? Why did you ask?
No, because that's what if it was with the kid, then maybe wanted to keep the family together, that whole thing. Because you have that. It's like it's like that old Louis C.K. bit where he says, when you get married, you're like, crap, I can't leave now, and then you have a kid, you're like, crap, I could have left. That's really what it comes down to. With her, I don't know. Yeah, she does strike me as a type that would just do. And
I'm
just
sure
stay
that
around
happens
for the money.
so often.
Oh, definitely. Like Shaq's, like
Lamar Odom.
Yeah. So many of them. Just the amount that was thrown at them.
And it's crazy how they try to make it seem like, oh, no, I love them.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
The
literally
best example.
The best example.
Literally got HIV.
Man, Magic.
His wife still stayed.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's a rider.
She is a rider. Whether or not it's because of the money. See, that's a situation where it really looks like it was just for the money. Like,
there's no man. If you're just a regular day to day, you're making like a good, like a high. You're making like $8,000 a year, and your wife and you get AIDS. Your wife's not sticking around.
Definitely not. She's leaving a heartbeat. So that brings in another discussion. if you're the girl, usually you're like the Kanye lyric goes in your head. Make sure you sign that prenup if you're a dude. Yep. If you're a girl, do you feel like it's because usually for prenups it's like you should be signing a prenup either way. But now if you're a girl dating a ball player going into the NBA,
it's mandatory.
Do you feel like it's not as bad if a girl doesn't want to sign that prenup though?
It's honestly, if I'm in the NBA and I feel like a prenup is mandatory if you're making that much money, because at that point there's literally women that just literally try to take them, everything you have kind of thing. There's women out there
definitely.
They're trying to do this kind of thing. So if I have that much money, I don't care who you are. Like if they try to say, oh, what, you don't love me kind of thing, I'm protecting my money at the end of the day because this is a cruel world.
Yeah.
So with that being said, a prenup is mandatory in a case where I don't have much to lose. I don't think it's as necessary, but I still feel like it's
once you got, because they can take like literally half your dough.
Exactly.
And, they do that whole I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, I guess that's that for that discussion.
Yeah, that's it for today. You have anything else you want to say, Joel?
Nope. Usual, like, subscribe, comment. Kim?
And nothing else, man. Just make sure you guys get your prenups and take care.